Divination is a form of divine communication or otherworldly contact that can be done within other spiritual beings in the ether or other people in the universe. A very underrated and unknown form of divination is the divination of chess. Chess, as everyone knows, is a really interesting game that consists of strategy, thinking, logic, and comprehension. In today's video, we at the Ikwanas Tahab, or the Brethren of Gold, would like to forward to you an ancient form of chess that consisted of not two players, not three players, but four players. This will be the video talking about Chaturaji, the chess of four kings. This video will have four sections to it. One, talking about the mythological origins of Chaturaji. Two, talking about its transmission to Western mystery schools. Three, talking about how to play the game. And four, talking about the app that we have in development and where you yourself could be able to play Chaturaji against either computers or other players. If any of that's of interest, stay tuned and leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as you may not want to miss this video talking about an ancient form of this beautiful game of chess. So Chaturaji is usually understood as a four-player Indian chess-like game whose name means four kings. The historical record is thin, so there is no single fixed myth of origin the way that some games have a neat legendary inventor story. Its mythological background comes mainly from the Mahabharata, the Hindu epic, and the older idea of Chaturanga as a battle formation. Britannica notes that Chaturanga is the Sanskrit term for a formation mentioned in the Mahabharata. Later discussions of Chaturaji connect the game to a Mahabharata passage describing dice, a board, and pieces in four colors. That is why the game is often read as a symbolic reenactment of a war, chance, and the fourfold structure of an army or kingdom. Another mythological account of Chaturaji myth comes from the second Hindu epic, the Ramayana, and where that Ramayana epic villain Ravana plays a key role in Chaturaji. The association of Ravana with the four-player game Chaturaji belongs less to strict history and more to the realm of mythic interpretation, yet it offers a striking lens through which to understand the game's deeper symbolism. Within the narrative world of Ramayana, Ravana is not merely a tyrant or an antagonist, but a figure of immense intellect. Versed in statecraft, metaphysics, warfare, and hidden sciences, to attribute a game like Chaturaji to such a figure is to elevate it beyond pastime into something closer to a strategic and cosmological instrument. In this mythic framing, Chaturaji becomes a structured reflection of war itself. The four players represent rival kings or powers, each of the four players maneuvering within a shared field of conflict. The pieces in Chaturaji correspond to the classical fourfold army: infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots, echoing the ancient concept of Chaturanga, the totality of martial forces. Yet, unlike later forms of chess, Chaturaji incorporates dice, and it is here that the game transcends pure strategy. The roll of dice introduces an element of fate, suggesting that even the most calculated plans are subject to forces beyond human control. War in this sense is revealed as a convergence of intention and destiny. Now we're going to get into the transmission to Western mystery schools. The symbolic richness of Chaturaji did not remain confined to the Indian world. In time, its underlying structure, fourfold kingship, elemental conflict, and the fusion of strategy with fate, found a new and unexpected life within Western esoteric traditions, particularly through what became to be known as Enochian chess. This adaptation is most likely closely associated with the system of angelic magic recorded by John Dee and his scribe Edward Kelly, whose work laid the foundation for what is now known as Enochian magic. Centuries later, within the framework of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, the system was explained into a ritualized chess-like practice. Here, the idea of a four-player game re-emerges, but is now transferred through an explicitly occult lens. The board is divided into four quadrants, each corresponding to one of the classical elements: fire, water, air, and earth. It was governed by distinct angelic hierarchies derived from Enochian tablets. What had once been a representation of earthly kings and armies becomes a field of interaction between elemental and spiritual forces. Now we're going to get into how to actually play Chaturaji. So the aim of Chaturaji is to be the last player with their king alive. The player with red pieces starts first. The game uses two dice and pieces are moved according to the roll of the dice to attack other players and defend their own pieces. The player can move his or her piece according to the one on the both the dice values, and also has the option to skip the turn and not make any move. The game is played as per the rules described below. So here's the dice in Chaturaji. The four-sided oblong dice are used containing the following sides: king, elephant, horse, and boat. Only pieces which match the rolled side can be moved. If a king is rolled, a pawn can be moved instead of the king. Pawns can also be moved if the rolled die is a dead piece. For example, if an elephant is rolled but the player's elephant was killed, then a pawn can be moved for it. All pieces captured by moving to the square that the opponent's piece occupied. Captured piece is a removal from the board. So here are the piece movements for Chaturaji. The king. The king's move is similar to that of a king in chess. It can move to any of the 8 neighboring squares. When a king is killed, its player is out of the game. Players play to protect their king while attacking other players' pieces. Next we have the elephant. The elephant moves similar to that of a rook in chess. Its movement is only limited by the end of the board or pieces blocking its path. Then there's the horse. The horse is similar to that of the knight in chess, and where it has L-shaped jumps. The boat can move to the second square of each of its diagonals, jumping intervening pieces. The boat is the only piece that cannot kill kings. And then the pawn. The pawn move is similar to that of a pawn in chess. It can only move one square forward, except when it captures and where it can move diagonally. But there is no first double step move as in chess. If a piece stands in front of the pawn, it cannot move. Forward direction is different for each player. Once a pawn reaches to the end of the board, it can immediately be exchanged to a resurrected dead piece, elephant, horse, or boat. Now that you have how to play the game, you're probably wondering, where exactly can I play Chaturaji? Well, fear not, because we at the Iguanastahab, or the Brethren of Gold, actually aim to make a Chaturaji app! Yes, you heard me right. This video is a promotional video for an app we're making that's in current beta, talking about how to play and how to experience Chaturaji in the 21st century. If any of you, I mean any of you, would like to be a beta tester for the open beta for the app, comment down below and we can talk further on how we can collaborate together to make this a beautiful, beautiful app. Join the Discord server in the YouTube channel's description or channel page in order to get more updates and more stuff concerning the Chaturaji app. And most importantly, have fun, and I hope to see you all on the Chaturaji board. If you guys would like to see the script of the video, click the link in the description below. It's an article I made concerning Chaturaji, and basically it's a Substack article for my Substack page that has around 40 subscribers. Regardless though, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Ken 3 times with the Ikwanas Dahab, the Brethren of Gold, and I hope you all beta test the app. Love everyone. Peace.